Well, we decided to go ahead and just bite the bullet and cut the front end off. As if you guys have been keeping up with us on this car, with the videos and everything, we've been kind of going back and forth on tubing the front, but I just think that it'll be way nicer and easier tubing it. So we went ahead and cut everything from the strut tower forward off, and Crystal made a template for that. Fits real nice. And then I got some real thick plate here. I don't know how thick that is, 3/16. It might even be quarter. That's some really good thick stuff. I'll make the plates for these out of that. And then add some extra tube laying around. I believe this is 1 5/8. And we'll do the stubs out of this. And then as far as the rest of the front end, we'll just have to play it by ear and see what we want to do. Because we could cut the if we really wanted to, we can cut this off and weld a plate to the back of this and then weld that to the tube, and everything will bolt up like factory. Or we can just tube the whole thing. So I don't know, we'll see once we get to that point. Crystal really wants the turbo in the headlight, so we kind of need the whole front end bolted together to put the turbo where we want. Me personally, I'd be fine with it just behind the headlight, but we'll see how much a pain in the butt it'll be. I want to go ahead and I gotta modify this manifold some more because it's pointed right at the frame rail. That driver's side is gonna be fine. I'm just gonna cut the old V-band off and weld a brand new V-band on. Yeah, I think that's it at this point. You know, we're just playing by ear. We don't really know what we're gonna do or how it's gonna turn out yet until we just start doing it. I don't ever really have a plan with these. I have an idea of where I want to put the turbo, and then I just make everything fit. So, and we got one of these nice monkey fab flanges that are pre-welded and everything. And I figure, well, it's got the side to mount it, hard mounted on something. I figured, depending on how much room we have with the headlight and everything, it might go right here. I don't really want it to be close to the tire, but we'll just see how much room we have. But it'll be in this general area, and I'll end up hard mounting this to the tube frame we're gonna weld in. It'll be nice and solid. The front's cut off. Now I just gotta grind all the welds and everything down, make it look pretty, and then we're gonna tube it. And what we're gonna do is cut these tubes off, and we're gonna make a tube from that plate to here, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna weld a plate on top in front of that bar and drill holes in it to mount here, so it'll all be nice and solid. And these holes are still the factory holes to bolt up here.
Or you want to just set it on there for a sec so you can kind of see where it goes.
It goes on there like that, you know. Ooh. But this thing's super flimsy without the bottom. So I think once we get those tubes in there and the plates get all bolted up solid, it'll be bolted up here, down there, and then we'll cut this whole center section out and possibly even trim up the bumper support and make room for your radiator and intercooler and stuff. But yeah, I mean, just making progress. This manifold looks absolutely terrible, but we'll clean it all up and it'll look nice. I normally put the V-bands right on the end here, but there's just no room, and I didn't feel like cutting the frame back anymore. So I'm gonna put the V-band right here and do the rest of the crossover. Like our low-tech turbo holder, Sometimes I'll use an engine hoist, but my engine hoist is buried in the shop with 2 cars that I can't move right now. So Crystal came up with this idea. And it doesn't matter what it looks like as long as it'll hold it kind of where you need it. I gotta clock the exhaust, and I'll have to clock both sides of the turbo. I'm gonna clock this side as far that way as I can before hitting the tube that we put in there. And this exhaust, I gotta clock more this way so the exhaust will go more down instead of right into the bar. But yeah. Then I'll build a mount off that to the tube with that monkey fab deal. It's got that extra piece on it. It's gonna be really cool.
If you just want to use the black piece, that's fine, because I don't think you can see through because it's so cloudy.
We're gonna cut the headlight and everything, but
Ooh, that's gonna be so cute.
I know, I'm excited. We're not doing the down pipe, we're doing the up pipe. We're going straight through the hood. It'll be a little tight here, but nothing that we can't figure out. It won't be no big deal. That's where it's gonna be. I got that one run tacked up.
Wait.
This bend looks a little funky, but screw it, it's gonna be fine. Really, the only way to make that perfect would have been doing a bunch of pie cuts, and I hate pie cuts, so that's what ended up being there. And then I'll probably put the wastegate on this side, like right here, have it come off here. And then this one, I might put the wastegate right here. Not quite sure yet. Or I might even put it on the other side.
I'd rather you do it on the other side. I want it to be symmetrical-ish.
I'll put it on the other side, and that's fine. I'm gonna tack a V-band on there, and then start building the other side. And then once we get it all tacked up, then I'm thinking I need to go TIG weld it all.
Yep.
And once I get it all TIG welded, then I'll make the mount. I'll bolt it all back up, and then I'll make the mount to the tube. Because after I heat it all up with the TIG welder, it's gonna move a little bit. So I want it to be in its final welded position before I make a mount to hold the turbo up. So I know if I make that mount now and then go back and weld everything up, it won't line up. It'll be a pain in the butt. They're wired. We can put a double bulb in the outside ones. So you have low and high, and we'll just have to wire them.
Okay. I was gonna do. Okay, that works. Now that the way I did it, I was gonna put a halo bulb in here to go around it, and then right there. But I'm just scared that if it, I don't know, if that sucks babies up there, that like how fucking hard does it suck?
I don't trust
scared
it.
if it's like suck it in there.
Yeah, I don't trust that.